You know, we did put these build frames in. We lined all the joints with tape, so they do release pretty easy. Some spots are sticking a little bit, but nothing major. Bend them back and forth a few times, they break right off. So I'm stabbing myself here. Always the trick. There we go. Drop here. Just kind of pick it up a little bit and just give it a little shove. And that's it. Alright guys, so I gave it all a quick clean, quick vacuum. Yeah, it looks pretty good, I think. Our main cabin bulkhead should end, I want to say somewhere right in this vicinity here. And this will be our back cockpit area. So, should have enough room for everything we're planning. Yeah, it's starting to look like something. So the next step will be probably to cut this door into this bulkhead here. Obviously we have to tab everything in. Might try to do some of that this week. It's kind of going to be kind of a crappy week out. Then I can get through easily and tab the back side of it. I still have to tab that front bulkhead in there. It's just glued in for now. Again, I just want to kind of get everything structurally like sound and not flexible. I did say those walls flex a bit, and so just so you guys can kind of get a feel for how much I do flex, and I'm barely moving that there. So again, if I can get all that stiffened up, I think we'll be in really good shape here. So yeah, that'll be the plan this week. Probably do some tabbing, start setting up to glass the rest of the hull seams, and start setting up to get that big bulkhead in here. And once we get that in, it's really going to start probably closing in on us as far as like space and what we have to play with and all that. So yeah, here's to hoping everything works out for the best, and we'll go from there. All right guys, so tonight I am going to lay out where this main door goes into the berth. Right now I have no access up into the front here, so it's probably the best time now to lay it all out. I didn't mark the top of this bulkhead yet because I wanted to go everything off of the gunnels on the hull, so the top of the gunnels. I did this just in case the bulkheads didn't sit quite right, or if there's any discrepancies. At least if I go off the gunnels now, a nice level line, I know that's where the gunnel's going to sit, so there's no question about that. It's right on where it needs to be. So yeah, so I'm going to lay out the bulkhead. There's a pretty good space here between the hull wall and the door itself. And then the stairs actually come down at an angle going into the berth. Now we may modify the way this is set up a little bit. For now, I'm basically just going to cut the main door out, and I'm going to come straight up on this side. Originally, there was also a set of stairs that came up through this bulkhead, and the stairs walk up through the windshield. Cassie and I really don't like that setup, so we're going to hopefully change it a little bit. We'll leave this as a full bulkhead wall here, and then we might do something a little bit different for the stairs. We still have the option to cut that area out and still have an access through the windshield if we choose to do so afterwards. It's not going to remove any strength or add any strength no matter what we do here. So that's the plan for tonight. Probably just going to throw you guys in time lapse because there's not really a whole lot to see. I'm not sure if Cassie's even going to use this footage or not. So she's inside tonight again, working on a video for you guys to continue watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. It does help us out. Every little bit helps. Feel free to comment any criticisms you guys have. We definitely take everything pretty seriously. We have had a few comments about how much glass we're putting on our hull joints. The prints call for 1 layer. On the bottom of the hulls, we do have there's 2 layers on the panels themselves. Then there's 3 layers of glass on all the joints on the exterior of the hull. So again, we're going by the prints for everything. I may contact the designer and add another layer, but again, I don't want to add too much weight because catamarans and weight don't mix. Alright guys, so I got bulkhead number 2 all marked out. I highlighted everything with this blue painter's tape here. Everything inside the tape, all the way up, over, across, and on the inside of the tape around the doorway there too will all stay, and everything where the tape is and beyond will all get cut out. The one spot that did concern me was right here where this chamfer panel comes up to the bridge deck. This is how they originally had the door. And the bottom of the door would be right here, and then this comes up, but it's only about, I want to say 2.5 inches wide at this point. 2.5 inches or 650 millimeters, and that's not a lot of support. I may bump that out. I do have a 4-inch mark drawn here, this upper black line. I may raise that just to give it a little bit more support there. Originally, the stairs going up through the windshield actually stepped up here, and they were cut out all the way up into the top, but it took a lot of space away from the helm area, which is actually over here. So again, we're trying to avoid that. I don't want to cut the stairs in. We may do some sort of a ship's ladder or something like that and leave this either square cut here or just slightly angled in, just enough to give us a little bit more shoulder room getting through the doorway. I am gonna cut out this bulkhead. We're still kind of unsure how we're doing the layout on the boat, so we're gonna leave this kind of narrow as it stands right now. I think it's only 18 inches for this door, give or take 18 and a half, give or take. Ideally we'll actually be able to widen this door up to about 24 here later on, and if all goes well, we won't have an issue doing that. But for now, I'm just going to kind of cut what the prints show, minus the stairs going up to the windshield. So I'm just going to do everything square cut for now, just so we can access the other side. And then from there, we are going to probably start tabbing everything, cleaning everything up and get ready for glass. So when I do cut this, I am going to use my battery operated buzzy tool here. I don't know what you want to call it, oscillating tool. I have some different blades I bought off of Amazon, just cheapy blades. I'm gonna try the round one. I think it might be easier just to kind of get the main cut started, and worst case I can switch over to a square edge one if that works better. But yeah, I've seen a lot of people use them in the past, kind of hold the vacuum under it, collects 90% of the dust, and it's seems to be a pretty feasible way to do it. So. Alright guys, so tonight we are going to not glasses, I wish. We're going to sand the rest of the spots that had dripped through when the boat was upside down, all the hull joints. We get everything prepped. Hopefully tomorrow we can start filling and glassing the rest of the hull joints. If we can make it all the way back to the transom, that'd be amazing. Basically make the hull completely done. While I'm sanding tonight, I'm also going to hit up any small spots we had around bulkhead number 2. There's a few spots where the painter's tape I put down actually got kind of embedded in the resin. It's not underneath the panel, but it's under the resin fillet that I had made. So what I'll do is I'll just sand that right out with the angle grinder. It seems to be the best tool for really just, aggressively just taking a bunch of resin off, and if you have a little finesse with it, they can be a gentle tool as well. So definitely use whatever is comfortable for you guys. Again, I'm used to grinders, that's what I use. And thanks to all of our subscribers out there now. Without you guys, this channel wouldn't be anything, so definitely do appreciate it. Alright guys, here we go. Alright guys, so that is the not so glorious part about boat building. I sanded last night, came in and kind of let the dust settle overnight, and then you gotta vacuum up all the dust. So just took about an hour and a half to vacuum up all the dust, and then we still gotta wash everything down with acetone later. Again, it's a lot of prep work. When it comes down to the fiberglass, it's really easy. It's just all the prep work that leads up to that. You probably have twice as much time prepping everything between sanding, cleaning, acetone, washing everything. The glass really does go pretty fast. So, yeah, unfortunately, like I said, this is all part of the build. I don't really show too much of this part, so I figured I'd, kind of clue everybody in. And again, I missed spots. I don't know if that one shows, but it's a big, yeah, it shows big. That whole area I just missed, so I gotta go back and hit that now. Thanks again, and be sure to stay tuned for the next episode. One spot did concern me a little bit over, sorry. Alright, one spot, okay, if I can stop tripping. One spot did concern me out of everything here, and it's this spot right here. I'm a mess. Sorry guys. Alright, so